Let's review about making linear equations. We'll write them based on the information given. So starting with this first one, write the equation for the line passing through these 2 points. And we're going to make the point slope form and the slope intercept form. For both of these, we need the slope, and it's the same slope for both of them because of the same points. So remember the formula. We have the y's on top, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. And the ones are the first pair. So this will be x1 and y1. And then the second pair, this will be x2 and y2. So I'll plug those numbers in. M is equal to -4 minus, now I'm going to talk about that in a moment, -9, and 3 minus 5. Now this is where parentheses are often good, but the thing to really recognize is that you have 2 negatives. And it's easy done many times for people to think of this negative as the same as that negative, and it's not. So that means what we really have here is a plus. So we have -4 plus 9, or 9 take away 4 rather, which gives us a 5 on top, and 3 take away 5 is a -2, which means we have a -5/2. Now that can also be written as -2.5, and that's really entirely your choice. So I think I'll do it with the decimal here in this one. Or maybe not, let's start off without it. So the point slope form is y take away one of the y's. So it looks like it's going to take away a -9. That's because it's y -9, and those negatives make positive. So I'm going to get y plus 9 equals the slope of -5/2. And then x, take away the x that's in the pair, x1. And this is the point slope form. All the point slope form is plugging in the 3 things, find the slope, and then put in the x and y at opposite signs. Now, to get the slope-intercept form, we actually have 2 choices. We can take the point slope form and multiply it out, and it will give it to us. Or we can determine it on our own by getting those things. And we already know for that one what the slope is. So I'm going to do both of these. Let's multiply this one out here. Y plus 9 equals -5/2x minus 25/2, but then that's a plus. Okay. And then I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. So I get y is equal to -5/2x. Well, now, what do we have here? Let's think about this. We can't do it. We either have to make this into 18/2, or we can make 25/2 into its decimal of 12.5 minus 9. And 12.5 take away 9 would be 3.5. Let's see what happens if we do it this way. 25 minus 18 is a 7 on top, and the denominators stay the same. So 2 goes into 7 3 times, so it's 3.5. Well, 3.5 is what I just figured out for that. So that means that this becomes 7/2, or in decimals, -2.5x plus 3.5. Which way? I don't care which way. I don't, as long as you show the work that you do to get to either the one with the fractions or the one with the decimals. Now let's do this one over here, where we start off with the slope. What we need is a y and an x. So we take either one of the 2 points here. I guess I might as well just take that first one in. So the y is over here, and then -5/2 and 5. Okay. Negative is supposed to go in front of the whole fraction, not primarily on top. Plus b. Now we just solve this out. Okay, -9 equals -25/2 plus b. Add 25/2, and we get 25/2 minus 9 equals b. Oh, I think we've seen that before. I can make this -18/2 also in order to make it easier. be more comfortable. Some people prefer it. I don't know. But that means that the B is a 7.7 over 2. And so we get the same answer. We've gotten the slope, and now we've gotten the B. Okay. And that would make this one be the same as the other one. Just some people consider that easier there. Okay, now these are important. You have a straight line, one here, that runs sort of like this, and it goes through -7 and -30. Okay. What we want is a line that's parallel to it. That's what we want to get. Okay, and it has to fit this. No, actually, that's the new one. Runs through that. Well, here then would be the first one, and this one's the same one. They're both parallel, and it runs through this. Well, what that does is tells us some things. We do y equals mx plus b. We know that if they're parallel, then that slope is the same. So we now know it's y equals 3.5x plus b. But we have an x and a y that we can plug in, and that's why we were given those. So let's put them in, -30. Now 3.5, I'm going to show as 7 over 2. Okay. Yeah, do I want to? I can. No, I don't think I will. I think I'll keep it as a decimal here. And -7 plus b. Now we just have to do the math with the other things, and we'll know what b is, because it's only one. There's only one variable there. That's -30. Now this one comes to a -24.5 plus b. Add the 24.5 on both sides. And what we get is a -5.5 for the b. Well, let's put it back into this format. Y equals 3.5x minus that 5.5. Okay. There, make that so it's easier to read for that part of it. So this one, get back there. Sorry, but I'm trying to get that so it shows. Okay. So this one is parallel, and we know it's parallel because the slopes are the same. Right? It's just that they hit the y-axis in different places as they go up. All right, now let's look at what is perpendicular. When it's perpendicular, they're not the same. The slope is the opposite reciprocal. All right, so we need to take that 7 over 2 and we need to adjust it so that we use the opposite sign and we do the reciprocal of it. So that would be our slope. All right, so let's do y equals mx plus b. Y is equal to -2 over 7x plus b. And now we need to find out what b is, so we'll put -30 in here and -7 in here. So that means it's -30 equals -2 over 7 times -7 plus b. Now we can solve this. Well, the 7's cancel out and the negatives will cancel out. So we have -30 equals 2 plus b. So if we subtract 2 from both of them, then b is equal to -32, which means we have an equation of y equals the new slope, x minus 32. Okay. I like doing this. Let's see how much I can do them for the other one before the pen erases the things accidentally. Okay. Well, now we've gone through the things that should bring back to memory for you the different ways to make a slope-intercept form. But first, starting off with the fact you have to use the slope formula, or you might have to. All right, I hope that seeing this has helped. Thank you for watching and listening.